Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Chloe and this is A Girl Like Me with Chloe M. So, my hair is just doing crazy things today, y'all. You know what, this is how we're gonna leave her. She's just deciding to do whatever she wants. So today's video is a new series in collaboration with Scars to Stars Beauty, otherwise known as my best friend Dani. We decided that we wanted to do something fun, something together, something that is gonna push us to do more creative things and push our artistry, our inspiration. So this is that. Sneak peek of the look, obviously. But you'll see that in the thumbnail, so what air. So today, my inspiration that Dani sent me is this photo by underscore makeup by Darcy on Instagram. She is this fabulous makeup artist. She's 19 years old, uber talented, and she did this really beautiful, like iridescent blue cut crease. And that's the inspo Dani sent to me because she knows that it's gonna try my nerve. So, newsflash guys, this is actually Monday today. So I'm actually recording on Monday because I've recorded this twice now. First time, the makeup just did not look good. Second time, the audio was off. So I'm hoping that third time is a charm. We will see. Dani, you tried me, girl. You tried me. So I'm gonna insert the look that Dani, I sent Dani, which is also by Makeup by Darcy. It's this beautiful, like, yellow, black, and brown, like, bumblebee, sunflower realness look. So if you all would like to see how I got this kind of really funky cut crease blue extravaganza eye, then keep on watching. And I will, of course, link all of Dani's information down below. I have seen her look. Her video is already up. It's fabulous, as always. I wasn't really too worried about Dani effing it up. So, without further ado, let's get into my bare face and I will show you how I achieved this really intense blue cut crease. I have started just with concealer on my eyes as my eyeshadow base. I powdered under my brow and I have my brows done. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna get started on this makeup challenge Monday. Super excited. Dani, you gave me a super hard one. I'm a little angry at you. Just kidding. It's gonna be a challenge for sure. This will be a talk along. I was gonna do this as a voiceover, but I decided that it probably would be more fun if we just talk through this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna insert the photos in my introduction and kind of throughout. This makeup is inspired by underscore makeup by Darcy on Instagram. She's very talented, so please go follow her. The image I sent Dani also happened to be from underscore makeup by Darcy. So I'm gonna start kind of up here where we're gonna cut the crease and then we'll do the lash line and add the sparkle after. Here we go. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in and map out the shape. As I have epically failed on this look twice, and then the actual look that ended up working, the audio was messed up. So here we go. I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty 204 Smudger Brush and the Aether Beauty Black from the Joshua Tree palette that's called Moonlight. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start mapping out that shape. And you don't have to worry too much about how perfect the under part of this is because we're gonna cut that with concealer. So I'm just kind of patting that. I'm gonna do all this eye first and then come back with this eye done. And then Darcy kind of wings hers out starting a little closer in. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do there. And that is just gonna be the base for the blue. I don't have many blue eyeshadows, which Dani, she's trying to get me. but we're gonna make it work just with starting with this kind of black base. And I just wanna make this really, really deep. So that is gonna be kind of the basis of the shape there. Okay, so in the makeup look, it looks like Darcy uses like 3 different blue mattes. Unfortunately, I do not have that. I only have 1 blue matte. So I'm using the Blueprint stack that Dani gave me by Milk Cosmetics. I'm gonna use this dark matte black here, that's dim out. Gonna go in with this bad boy here. Sorry about my nails, I need to trim them. Oh, hi. So I'm really just gonna focus on making a gradient here. So first I'm gonna take that smudger brush, I cleaned it off on my makeup eraser, and I'm just gonna pack that in right on top of that black. It's looking pretty good so far. Better than my first 2 attempts. Okay, so we're getting that blue there. I'm just gonna take this BK203 brush and I'm gonna just lightly dip into that blue and then just pat. And try to get these to blend a little bit better together. And I'm just slowly blending those up. And I'm just gonna take a clean BK Beauty 202 and just kind of fluff. Just get a really light wash of blue just on that brow bone. And then we'll go in with a little bit of sparkle just right under the arch. Just taking a little bit more of that dim out shade just to really intensify it before I cut the crease. And then just going back in and patting that. You don't want to over blend this just because then it'll get super muddy. Okay, that's the shape that I have so far. Do you how? I'm gonna go ahead and cut that with some concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild's just kind of flat brush here. And the Kosas Revealer Concealer. It's just what concealer I have next to me. So I'm just gonna kind of start right here in the inner corner. Never been the best at this, but we're gonna make it work. Patience is key when cutting the crease. Y'all, I'm not doing very good at this. This is why it's called Makeup Challenge Monday, because I'm not succeeding. I'm gonna take a really, really tiny angle brush by BK Beauty and just try to clean that up a little bit. I don't know if I want to make this rounder in here. I feel like maybe using a thicker concealer would have been a better choice, but... And y'all, I am totally holding my breath while I do this. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna switch to a different brush. This is not my talent, cutting the crease. I'm gonna switch over to my trusty Sigma eyeshadow base brush. It's a little more malleable, I think. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in, I think, with that darker blue and just make sure that line is super crisp. You know what, y'all? That's gonna be my crease cut. I think I might actually, when I relax my eye kind of dips down, I might cut it a little higher up here. Okay, y'all, that is gonna be the crease cut. I'm gonna clean up that line there just with a little bit of shadow and an angled brush. Okay, I'm gonna go into that dark blue shade with an angled brush. Has anyone heard of the Vaseline trick? I saw someone on P. Louise do it, where they put Vaseline all along where they want to cut and they cut it with Vaseline, and it looked pretty cool, but I'd be too nervous. Okay, so that's the cut crease. I'm just gonna blend that blue in a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the lid. Kind of that gradient from that really dark black to blue to lighter blue. So I'm gonna go back in with the black. And similar with this outside wing, don't care too much about what happens under it because we're gonna use the makeup eraser and just clean that up. I'm just gonna map all this out here. I just really want that black to be super intense by the lash line and the kind of under part of that wing. Okay, so that's the shape we're gonna go with. I think I'm gonna build up kind of a similar shape in the inner corner here where this goes a little higher up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this 203 just shader brush and place that dim out shade just right on top of where we placed that black. See how that already makes a really beautiful color? Oh, I love that color. I'm liking this already, y'all. Okay. Just gonna take that clean. I'm gonna take a clean 202 and just kind of buff out that top edge here so it looks a little more softly blended. I'm gonna take that smudger brush here and just build up that blue. Just kind of reestablishing that darker blue. And I'm just gonna kind of pat just right on the edge of that. And slowly bring that color up to get a little bit better of a gradient. This is a pretty intense shape, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that makeup eraser and cut that area. Just want that to be a little crisper of a line. How you doing? Okay, so for the kind of shimmer shade she has running through here and right on the top, it looks like it's pretty like white based. Has like an iridescent sheen with blue and green, but it looks almost white. So I'm gonna use my MAC vanilla pigment and that little smudger brush. This smudger brush is like doing everything for me right now. And it's just adding a little bit of light in there. Nice. And then I'm just gonna dust that slightly under the brow bone and just really concentrate it right there. I want it to just kind of be a little spotlight. Okay, that's that, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do for the bottom lash line and put some mascara and lashes on after that, and I'll come back with my face done and we'll talk about the final look. So let's start with the bottom lash line. So for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna do pretty much the same. This look is all about that gradient of blue from dark to light blue. So I'm gonna go into that Aether Beauty Black. And instead of that smudger brush, I think I'm gonna go in with the kind of shadow brush because I really wanna smoke these colors out. So this is the 203. This is the 203. I just dipped it into the black and I'm kind of just connecting those. And then I'm gonna go into that pencil brush and that matte blue color dim out. And I want that to kind of build up this kind of soft gradient here in the corner. And I'm gonna clean up all of that under my eye as well with some concealer in a moment. So what in the picture, it looks like she has a blue, kind of blue waterline. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and line mine with black. This is the Urban Decay liner in the color 0. So I went ahead and lined my bottom lash line, and I'm going to go ahead and take the metallic shade next to the dim out shade called King Stud on that smudger brush, and I'm gonna put that on that black liner. If you have sensitive eyes, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I'm going to. See how that just gives you a nice blue pop? How you doing? Come on, blue. And I'm really liking the way that looks, so I'm just gonna take that metallic just right under the lashes. I like that. It just makes it look really sexy, and it gives you a different kind of blue as well. And I think just to make the lid color just a little different, I'm gonna take this color Skylight. I'm gonna take this lighter color Skylight and go ahead and dust that kind of just through that lighter color, just to make it have just a bit of that iridescent reflect. I'm not going in hard with it. I just want it to have a little bit of that blue reflect. It's probably really hard to see on camera, but just adds a little pop. And then I'm just gonna, just a dot of that over that color. I think it just adds a really pretty kind of shine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the inner corner with the vanilla pigment. How you doing? And then I'm gonna tightline my upper waterline with that black. I just took that wing out just to kind of further deepen the bottom part of the wing, and I'm just gonna smudge that just a bit. Great. So I'll show you what I'll do to the bottom lashes. So I'm gonna take some, this is just the Lash Paradise mascara, and I'm gonna load the bottom lashes with this. Now that those lashes are kind of loaded with mascara, I'm gonna go back into that King Stud metallic shade and really just, while it's wet, run it along those just to give them a blue. You see how it just gives them a slight blue tint? I like it. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara, lashes, and finish my other eye and face, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I will go ahead and insert a photo so you can see the inspiration photo. You know, I don't think that I got very close to what Makeup by Darcy did. We have the cut crease, we have the blue, we have similar shapes, so we have that. Dani, you definitely threw me a curveball here. You know, 1, I don't like cutting my crease. 2, using blue is like a no-no for me. And you gave me both, so thanks for that. This is why we do Makeup Challenge Monday, because we are pushing ourselves to be creative. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you out. So I went ahead and did, you know, a little bit dewier of skin just because these eyes are so intense. And I did something a little more peachy too. So I'm really happy that Dani and I are gonna start doing these Makeup Challenge Mondays because, you know, it gives us inspiration, it gives us accountability for each other, and I think it's gonna be really fun to do. So this is the final look. I'm super excited by it. You know, it's not the best thing I've ever done. I think maybe if I went with a more full coverage face and like slick back hair, that this could look really cool. But the reality is, I'm at home. I'm not gonna be doing anything, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm so happy that Makeup by Darcy has created these beautiful looks for us to be inspired by. I will link her information in the description box down low. Super, super happy with just the challenge for sure. But yeah, so I will go ahead and insert some close-ups and, you know, the influencer fantasy, slow motion, wink, blink, and look away. And until next time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and of course share my videos if you find them helpful, funny, useful, entertaining, any of the above. And until next time, bye!